Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuity Lab. This is part 26 of our CATIA V5 beginner series. In today's video, we will explore two important desktop features that is used extensively in mechanical design, that is the thread and tape feature. These tools help you to add standard thread profile to holes and shaft, making your models ready for manufacturing documentation. Let's get started. Go to Start, Mechanical Design and Part Design and give the name as Thread and F and click on OK. Now we are into the Part Design workbench and you will get the thread and tape tool in the dress up feature toolbar, and the symbol is like this. Right now this is not activated. When we create a geometry, then after that it will get activated. So a thread is a helical groove outside a cylindrical shaft, while tape is a helical groove inside a cylindrical hole. Okay, thread is a outside profile created on your model or on a bolt on a shaft, while tape is created inside in the inner diameter of a hole. You can say bush or cylinder. Thread. A thread is applied to cylindrical faces such as shaft or rod to simulate external threads. This helps represent fastening system used in bolts, screw and threaded component. So let's get started and create a cylindrical object or create a bolt first. For that, I will select the YZ plane and click on the sketcher and create a bolt first. To create a bolt, create this one, and I want the bolt is 6 mm dia, means 3 mm here, and this should be 5 mm, 6 mm, and the head profile should be 5 mm deep, and the overall length of the bolt is 40 mm. Okay. And click on the exit workbench. Before that, click on the exit workbench and use the sharp tool to create the object. Click on OK. Then we will put chamfers on this. Here in these 2 points I want 0.5 45-degree chamfer. Okay, and here I want 1 mm chamfer. Okay, and the head is not helical, so I will do the helical head first. The hexagon, and create a circle. The diameter of the circle, let's say 15 mm. This must be bigger than this head diameter, and this one, the across flat dimension will be 11 mm. Okay, now click on the exit workbench, use the pocket tool and on preview and okay. Now it looks like a bolt. Okay. Now you can see this is a cylindrical surface. Here we are going to apply the thread. Okay. Now you can see our thread and tape tool is activated. Click on the thread and tape tool. Here thread and tape definition dialog box enables you to specify the followings. First one, the surfaces on which thread and tape is created. The lateral face, this is the face where we can create the thread or tape. The limit face, the surface of the start surface of the thread or tape. This is the start surface from where your thread is get started. Third one is the CATIA already has two standard. You can see CATIA already has two different standard, the metric thin pitch and metric thick pitch. You may add or customize one by selecting add button. In the standard, here you can create or you can add your standard by clicking add button here and place the text file, create the text file and place it to here. Then you can able to add your standard to this one actually. The fourth one, characteristics of the thread tape may differ depending on the standard that is applied. Okay, like metric thin pitch and thick pitch, these characteristics are getting changed when you change the standard. Okay, so let's specify those. The first one, the lateral face or the face where we are going to apply the thread here. Select the thread face, this one, and select the limit face means the starting point or starting face. Here I want this should be my starting face, and this is dimension, support to depth, up to plane. Here I will choose the dimension option. Type, here I will go with metric thick pitch. If I go with metric thin pitch, let's see, metric thin pitch standard it starts from M8, so it's don't have standard for 6 mm diameter. So here we have to go to metric thick pitch. The support depth will be 6 mm, support diameter which is 6 mm, so it's automatically select the thread description and then select the thread depth. How much you want to, the length of the thread you want to create. Here I want to create it to 25 mm. Okay. Now the pitch is selected automatically, which is 1 mm. In preview, you can see the threads. Okay. In the preview, you are able to see these threads. And in CATIA, the actual geometry of threads and tapes is not displayed. It is represented on the part cosmetically. The feature contains parameters that defines the intended thread and tape geometry such as diameter, pitch and depth. If I click on OK, you cannot see anything here. Okay, this is because CATIA doesn't display the thread and tapes. You can get all the details like this contains the diameter, depth and pitch. The parameters, it holds those parameters, but it doesn't show the or display the geometry of the thread or tape. But when we go make the drafting of this or create drawing from this one, then we will get the view, the threaded view of this one. The threaded view not like the helical shape, it will represent the thread. How it will show you, I can show. This will be looks like this one line and another line and this chamfers as well. Okay, let's go and create a tape. To create a tape, I will insert another body. Before rename this one, thread, and insert another body. Rename this one as tab. Click on the XY plane, click on the sketch, click on the circle. This is of diameter 12 mm and another circle which is of diameter 5 mm. Why I am doing this? When we create a M6 thread inside a bolt or nut, inside the nut, not bolt, why I have selected give this dimension D5. I want to create a M6 tape inside a nut. For that, when we use a tape tool inside a nut, this will remove some material. Okay, at that time this will create M6 after that only. If we don't have the material, if we create the hole as 6 mm, then it will not remove anything from the body or the nut. So that's why we have to keep some material to use the tape tool in practical. So here also we have to give the dimension as 5 mm diameter so that we can remove it and make it M6. So let's exit workbench and give the thickness 8 mm, let's say, or 6 mm. Now create the helical structure. For that, click on this page, click on the sketch, click on the helical tool and create a cross plot, and the across plot dimension should be 10 mm. This is too small, so make it 11 mm and create the circle of diameter 12 mm. Now click on the exit workbench and use the pocket tool. Before using the pocket tool, we need to apply the chamfers first. 1 mm chamfer both the side. Okay, and then use the pocket tool and use the sketch and can say up to next. and apply. Okay. Now our nut is created, and we will use the tape, thread and tape tool to define the inner thread. For that, click on the thread and tape. Now my lateral face, or the face where I want to create the tape, is this one. The limit face, I will start from here, and here it will go up to support depth. Okay, or you can say dimension, or you can choose the up to plane actual. By when you select up to plane, you can select the plane actual, and this is metric thick pitch, and the thread description is already selected. M6, this is select automatically when we give the diameter of the hole. So CATIA automatically recommends you the related thread, like it is M6. Support depth will be 5 mm, and the thread depth will be 6 mm, because we have 6 mm diameter height of the knot, and the pitch is 1 mm. You can create left hand thread and right hand thread. This will gives you in while you create the drawing, this will provide you the right handed thread or left handed thread definition there. And in preview we can see the threads, but and click on OK. But in CATIA we will not this will not display any threaded geometry. So we have to remember always CATIA only doesn't show any geometrical display for thread and tabs. Okay. So here are the tips. Always use thread standard that match your design requirement. Symbolic threads and are preferred for large assemblies to reduce the file size. Avoid using full detail thread unless necessary. Check the thread direction for correct functionality. Now that's all for part 26 of our CATIA V5 beginner series. You learned how to apply external threads, how to create internal tabs, how to edit thread definition. These are best practices for efficient modeling. If you found this video helpful, like, share and subscribe to Enginuity Lab for more CATIA V5 tutorials. Thank you for watching Enginuity Lab. See you in next lesson.